Well, hello and welcome along to Blue Yonder Moto. I'm Alan, and today's video is a salutary lesson in buying motorcycles. Not this one. This one's been absolutely fine. It's been excellent, in fact. No, this is regarding a motorcycle I purchased, a classic bike that I purchased a couple of months ago. And as I say, there's a lot of lessons to be learned in this. So the bike is currently down at Steve Scott Motorcycles in Mansfield. So let's have a ride down on the Hornet and have a look at the bike. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of background as to this video. Now, back in the summer, I started getting the idea that I quite fancied having a classic bike in the stable. I've never actually owned a genuine old classic bike. I've had 1990s bikes, so I had a 1995 VFR 750 Honda and a Honda Fireblade 1997 Fireblade. And they were great bikes, but they weren't what you would call genuine classic bikes, of period classic bikes, so to speak. So as I say, I started thinking about it, and I considered a British bike from the 50s and 60s, but I kind of dismissed that, mainly because I don't think I have the requisite skills to actually look after one, because they do take an awful lot of maintenance and looking after. And although I've been riding a long time, 40 plus years, I haven't really got those day-to-day mechanical skills to keep something like that running properly, because they will break down. So that, combined with the fact that I started getting interested in bikes in the 1970s when I was in my teenage years. They were like my formative period, if you like, on bikes. So that drew me to getting a 1970s bike. And because I'm on a Honda now, as you can see, on the Hornet, because I've had countless Hondas over the years, the obvious stopping point was a Honda, so a 1970s Honda. Now, ideally, and probably I should have in hindsight, but ideally, I would have wanted to buy something like a CB350, one of the classic early 750 Hondas. But they're big money, you know. In the UK, you're looking at 5,000 plus, and sometimes considerably more than £5,000 to get a decent one, to get a good one. And if you want a concourse one, well, it's 5 figures, really, rather than 4. So they were kind of out of my price bracket, or so I thought. So I started looking at smaller bikes, and one of my friends, Richard, he's got a couple of BSAs, old BSAs, 60s BSAs, and you know, to quote him, you develop the art of riding slowly, which is, let's face it, in this day and age, and as you're getting older, it's probably something you need to master. So I started thinking about maybe a 250 or a 350. I did go to see a 250, which in hindsight was a very good one, and probably should have bought. That would have been the wiser purchase. But I quite fancied the 350. The 350, for some reason, sort of I could relate to. I thought it would suit me better. And that particular bike, I think it was the biggest selling bike, the K4, was the biggest selling bike in the States, in America, for 2 or 3 years in the early 1970s. So that twin, as I say, that kind of resonated with me. So I thought, that's what I'm going to have. And then it became a case of actually sourcing one. So I looked through eBay and all the usual ads, excuse me, and there were some good ones and some obviously not so good ones. But I saw this one, which I ended up buying for sale at a dealer in the northwest of England. And I thought, you know, he advertises fairly regularly. It's a reasonable price, higher than the 250 I saw by quite a considerable margin. But I thought it's a fairly low risk purchase, as low risk as a classic bike can be at any rate. So I thought that's probably the way that we'll go. So that's how I ended up buying what became colloquially known as Goldie, because of the colour. And as I say, Goldie then came into my life, and she's been a source of problems and anxiety ever since. So without further ado, let's cut over to Steve Scott's workshop and a little bit of footage that I filmed a week or so ago.
So it's decided to pick up, and then the camshaft has embedded itself all in the housing of the points housing. Can you see it? It's gone into the, and what it's done, it's effectively transferred the steel from your camshaft into there.
Wow.
Meaning, right, so when it's been on and we've tried to get it off, which it comes off that way, it's like had a ridge on it in there that's been sat into that ridge in the camshaft. So that's why we couldn't get it off.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is, I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
So that's just heat.
Heat, and the camshaft has just picked up. It's roughed. It's picked up on the steel, right, and it's embedded itself into the.
And going back to the previous conversation we had when I came a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And the fact that we'd found silicon around that.
All around here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seems to suggest somebody's had exactly the same issue and decided to take the easy way out.
Yep.
And try and mask it by putting silicon sealant and hoping it holds for a short while.
Yes. Put silicon, because you could get tiny. You could probably get 2 or 3 millimeters of movement maximum.
Yep.
That's all you could get on it. Nothing else. Just about the distance of what that's all worn away.
Yeah.
Right, it would have been a doddle to pull it out 2 or 3 millimeters, blast as much silicon round there as you could have done, pour it back on, bolted it up, and thought, right, time. That's it.
And if I was being cynical and not particularly ethical, I'd have said, do that, Steve, and we'll sell the bike and it can be somebody else's problem.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So, solutions.
Solutions.
Yeah.
Be nice to have a new camshaft.
Right.
And a new housing, yes. And a new points.
But we've got everything else. Once we've got those sorted, we've got all the other bits to put it back together again, and it should be.
We have,
fine. Now, you did say something about the bores being a little bit, there's a bit scoring on the bores as well, wasn't there?
Yes.
The pistons are good.
Pistons look lovely, I'll get the bore, I'll get the barrels.
Quick question. Could it be bored out to make it, because it's a 325cc standard, could it be bored out to make a genuine 350, 375?
I wouldn't think you could go that much with it.
Wouldn't you? Okay.
You can go a little bit with them, but not a lot.
Because I've noticed that David Silver spares, sell oversized pistons.
Right, yes.
And I think they're 0.25 and 0.5 oversized.
They go up in increments about a quarter of a mil, So you'd probably start off with a standard example, say 60.
But do you need to rebore the cylinder to do that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But this isn't critical like the camshaft was, is it?
Not critical at all. Not critical.
Okay.
No.
So let's have a quick shufty, shall we?
I've cleaned all the surfaces
For
up.
my American friends, shufty is slang for let's have a look.
So you can see your bores. Right, there's some scoring on them, a bit of scoring there, look.
That doesn't look too dramatic though, does it?
No, it's not
Overall,
too.
as we were saying, overall for 52 years old,
Yes,
it's not bad, is it really?
It's good.
Yeah.
The thing with these, right, if it doesn't have any problems or anything, they wear. And if you can feel at the top, 2 or 3 millimeters where the rings don't go, right, you can feel there's a wear ridge.
So we go. Yeah, there is. Very faint, but there is. Yeah.
And that's what they call the wear ridge, that is.
Right.
This is your cylinder head.
Yeah, okay.
This
Again,
is your cylinder head.
I mean, it's got a little bit of oxidisation on it, but it's not bad, is it?
It's not bad, not bad, no.
Yep.
We've got, these are the followers. Right, we've got
wear on those as well.
We have, yes, if you can feel, you feel that one there, how it's indented.
Right, I've got a question for you now then. As I mentioned on my text to you, I've done a little bit of ringing round and emailing, and I managed to get a name of a guy down, I think he's at Hertfordshire, somewhere like that.
Yes.
Proper engineering outfit. And I sent him the photos you sent me of the cam.
Yes.
I sent it through to him, and I said, is it something you can regrind and repair, along with these as well, as a set?
Yes.
And he thinks he can. Do you think it's a viable solution to do that? Will that work?
They do work, yeah, they do. It does work, and it can be done. What they do, I think they weld them up with stellite,
Yeah.
and then they grind them back again to the
Right.
original.
I was going to say, because I didn't understand how that would work. You have to put a layer on first
Yes.
and then grind it.
Yes, you
Right.
do. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Very hard. Yes. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're not just.
So does that mean that they come out harder than when they were first produced?
Exactly. These are just not mild steel. They have to be heat treated.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to
Annealed.
be heat treated. Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, heat treated and made hard.
Yeah.
When they come out at the factory, obviously they've not been made hard enough.
No.
You know. But yeah, I mean, if that's some of what they can do,
So we'll have a look at that. Yeah.
that's a bad one.
Yeah.
You can see. I'll show you a good one now.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
The good thing about these engines is that at least they're simple.
they're simple.
Yeah.
That's typical.
I like it, O'Reilly. Yeah.
That's typical. That's
Yeah, that's really badly pitted, isn't
that's
it?
picked up on your camshaft. That is.
Yeah.
But if you look on the left hand side of it, you can see there's no indentations in it.
No.
Not compared
So that one.
to that one. Look at the difference. There's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
some presents. Let's have a look at your. Let's have a look. There's your.
There's my exhaust, aren't they?
There your exhaust.
Yep.
And here's your engine.
Blimey. Wow. Wow. Are these okay? The
Yes,
rods?
your studs. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Your studs. Yeah. Studs. Generator.
Right.
Cam chain.
I asked you about the cam chain. Is that okay? Does that look all right?
Yes, you can test it. You can test your cam chain, right? What you do, right? You put it on a straight piece, measure it, and
Yeah.
then you see what the wear guide is. So you know
Right.
how much it's stretched effectively.
And,
But-
and does this one look okay then?
It looks good. This one does
Yeah.
that. It looks good. Yeah.
Do you think it's been replaced?
Could have been. Could have
Yeah.
been. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could have been. It's you can never really tell with them.
And where's the tensioner for it? Is that the tensioner there?
That's your tensioner. That's a tensioner. That is.
Yeah.
Is
And
it-
they're the things that traditionally Hondas have problems with.
Yeah,
don't they?
yeah. As you can see with this one, if you look at this one, it's got a lot of chew marks on it.
It has, hasn't it?
You see it there?
Yeah, yeah.
That's where the chain's been rubbing up and down it like that all its life, sort of thing.
But is it
So
serviceable, do you think?
it is, yes.
It's
yes.
still serviceable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
still serviceable. Having said that, you can probably get new ones for them. What you can at this stage,
So it might be worth
Put it-
just doing it.
yes, putting it in.
While we've got the engine apart,
Yes,
doing it.
Yes,
Yeah.
doing it. You
Look,
see
these pistons.
Your pistons, look.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of discolouring.
No.
On pistons that's been in there a long time and had a lot of aggro,
Yeah.
this discolouring round the sides here is
Yeah.
normal,
Yeah.
but a lot of it extends right down here.
Right.
It does.
Whereas they're pretty clean.
They're
aren't
pretty clean, they are.
Yeah.
They're lovely. There's a bit of carbon on top, but not as much as you'd expect. You know? That,
It's obviously very, very critical to make sure you keep up on your oil changes with this bike.
yes, yes, it is. Yes, yes. It is.
So, in the day, were they sort of every 3,000, something like that, every 3,000 miles, or was it more than that?
But every less than that, every
Really?
oil change, I would imagine, probably about every 2,000.
Really? Okay. Because again, that's something that's extended with modern bikes, isn't it?
It is modern bikes.
Yeah.
Some of them now, right? They're on 10,000 miles
Yeah.
between oil changes,
Which
which is far too much in my
and
opinion.
considering that most people leave the bike stood over winter,
Yes,
get condensation in the engine,
damp.
etc.
yes, it is. Yes, yes. My. I would say it to anybody every 4,000 miles.
Yeah.
Every
and,
4,000
and a good
miles.
quality oil.
And
Because
good
will this be able to run all on semi-synthetic
It
or
will,
you need
yeah,
mineral?
yeah, good
Yeah.
quality semi-synthetic. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she will have in. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Cool.
It'll run
What,
nice.
what you're supposed to say now, Steve, is it'll be perfect in the end.
Well, it will be. Yeah.
There is light at the end of the tunnel, honest.
Absolutely, yes. Of course,
Yeah.
there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes, we can rebuild it. Yes.
you heard that. We can rebuild it, and we will at a price. So stick around. There's more to this Halloween horror story in the future, I'm absolutely sure. So there you have it. Really, it's almost a situation of in for a penny, in for a pound, isn't it? Because the sunk costs of the bike into the bike already, both in terms of purchase and in terms of the work that Steve's already done, means really there's no option, is there really, other than to carry on and take it to its ultimate conclusion, which is a really thorough engine rebuild, which will be expensive, but because I intend keeping the bike, probably is an investment worth making. Okay, so if you've liked the video, please remember, give it a like. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel grow. So until the next time, please remember, keep it shiny side up, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.